Hi, my loves. What is up? I wanted to drop in to do a little bit of shoulder and neck love. Um, just some different exercises you can do to help yourself feel a little bit better, a little bit more free, a little bit more open in those areas. So we'll keep it not too long, but we will begin on our back. So you can make your way to a mat or the ground, whatever, and find your way onto your back. And you can keep your knees bent with your feet connected to the ground. And lift up your hips, place them down, just allowing the belly to stay long, open, lumbar lifted in its natural curve. And then reach your arms above your heart into the sky, cross the wrists or touch your hand, whatever you like. And just start to reach wide from side to side. So just creating space in the back of the heart. You can use the resistance, even like pulling your hand as you reach side to side or pushing or pulling, so that we're trying to kind of like lift the back shoulder into more space. Slide it wide on the back. And then just rest your arms down by your side, onto the belly, onto the ground, whatever feels right. And start to roll your head from side to side. So just moving the head, tracing the back of the skull, pressing the head back so the neck stays long and open, and just taking it to the place that feels appropriate for you. So inviting in a maximum rotation of your neck in this place without straining. And take a couple more. And come back to a neutral place. Lift the arms into the air, sort of just above the shoulder. And we're going to lift and drop. And just moving with the shoulder, lifting and then letting it drop heavy. Like we're not like orchestrating the up and down, but it's just drop, poof, poof, poof. And just being aware that you're not lifting with the elbow, but just lifting with the shoulder and letting it fall, fall, fall. Go a little faster. As you can. And then release it and just feel for a second. And we'll do that again. One more little round of that. So reaching the arms into the sky and up and drop, up and drop. Boop, 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 boop. So just inviting a pattern of disorganization, where it's like we're just letting the body reorganize through the chaos created, where it's not controlled and we're just letting things drop and get a little bit mixed up so that they can come back together in a good way. And then cross your wrists above your heart again. And again, reaching wide from side to side. As you're reaching wide, press your head back and really take it for a long stretch. So reaching, letting the belly lift into length, head pressing back, opening through the neck. And then come back to a neutral center. We'll just gather the knees into the chest so we can rock head to tail, forward and back a couple of times. We'll rock up into a cross-legged position, hands forward, walk the knees back. And so coming into all fours, hands and knees, the hands can land just ahead of the shoulders so that we're not stacking the shoulder right on top of the wrist. The elbows can find a slight external rotation wide, so rotating forward so the elbow eyes face inwards towards each other. Yeah. And just to begin here, just start to slide into the side ribs from side to side. As the ribs glide over to the left, right ear can soften towards the right shoulder a little bit. You can kind of start to work into the organic organization of your body, where the ribs move one way and the head and the hips move the opposite way. You might even, as your ribs slide over to the right, left ear to left shoulder, draw the chin in and push the ground away to really widen through the back shoulder blades. And just kind of playing to feel space in the back heart, the side ribs. And then come back to a neutral center. And we'll just take a couple of shoulder rolls. So rolling out the shoulder joint, moving in one direction. And then rolling it out the opposite way. Slide your hips back, sit onto your seat, onto the heels. We'll take the left arm out to the side. The right ear can draw towards the right shoulder a little bit. Lift the chin out of the throat, stay long through the front of the neck. Make a light fist with your hand, and as though you're sort of opening up a knob of door, start to rotate or spin your hand, your wrist, your arm. So just that internal and external rotation, opening and closing the door. And then flex your hand back and continue the motion, that internal and external rotation. Yeah, and then we will lift the elbow just so it sort of hangs here. Take your right hand to your left shoulder. And we're just sort of supporting and feeling what's happening right hand to left shoulder. And you can just sort of start to play with your range of motion. So just seeing where your arm goes. Just becoming aware of what is catching, what is feeling. And then we'll release and we'll take this on the other side. So the right arm is hanging sort of wide, low to the right side. Your left ear can drop towards your left shoulder. Right hand, a light fist, and just start to internally and externally rotate your arm. My cat's just, something big just fell. We'll go see what it is in a second. Yeah. Lifting the chin, just gently pressing the head back, lengthening the front of the neck. And then flex your hand and wax on, wax off. This is Polly. Okay, and then we'll lift the elbow out. It doesn't have to be up high, just to a place that feels, where we're not like contorting our shoulder. So lifting the elbow up, your left hand can just move to support. Just sort of feeling on like what's going on in your shoulder and just start to explore range of motion with the arm. So my right arm is more junked up, my right arm, right shoulder. And so I noticed that there's less space to go back without my shoulder going way forward, which is a natural movement. Like as your shoulder should go forward, but just starting to repattern. Repattern is the protocol today. Repatterning through simple movements. Hmm. Okay, and then just release that. And we're just going to take the hands forward to tuck the toes behind, spread the knees wide, drop your chin into your chest, and tick-tock your knees from side to side a couple of times. And so the hands are connected to the ground, nice and strong. They act as anchors. You can push and pull energetically forward and back as you invite the back of your ribs to rise up towards the sky so that you create these beautiful long lines of extension into the back ribs, back along your spine. And then pivot your feet parallel forward and keep your belly connected to your thighs. Send your hips up, take a fold. The weight can be forward in the paw of your foot, heels light. And give your shoulders and your head a little shake. And here, bend your knees as much as you need. So no need to stress out the hamstring. And you might let your heart sway side to side, shift the weight from paw to paw. And as you weight one of your feet, one of your paws, you can push into the ground. So pushing down to send energy up, femur roots high and wide. Find a neutral center. And paws resist wide, feel your butt bloom. And then just a slow roll up the spine, ragdoll style. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Yeah, chin out of the chest. Find this draw of length through the belly, length through the neck. Okay, spiral hands. So this isn't shaking the hands, okay? It's spiraling the hands, like little dance hands. Okay, we hold a lot of junk in our wrists, in our hands, in our arms, and this is another way to repattern. So just that rotation like that, and then go as fast as you can with both hands. My left hand is less smart than my right, and that's okay. You know, whatever hand we use the most is going to have more coordination, which is normal. But don't worry, the one that has less coordination will come online. Um, yeah, and you'll notice that this simple movement will be a little bit exhausting. And that's okay because it's just energy that is stagnant, that is stuck, that is blocked. And we're just opening up channels. We are letting it move again, reorganizing, shaking up the system to reorganize. Yeah, a little bit more, a little bit more. And then just release that. You might bring your hands ahead of you and just feel energy moving between your hands. It will be lit up a little bit, sparkling. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. This cool move is my favorite right now. It is from Qigong and it is called serving rice. So you can find other YouTube videos online and it's less to talk about it and more to monkey see, monkey do. So I'm going to monkey see, monkey do with you. One thing to come into awareness of is like the idea is we're carrying rice in our hand. And so can we move our hand in a way that keeps the palm facing up? And so it starts to really move lots of spirals in the arm. Okay. So we'll begin. We'll start with the right side or whatever side makes sense for you as you're watching this. And how I begin is I scoop my pinky side up. So we'll start like that. So pinky side lifts up, wraps around, and then comes in by the ribs. And we scoop wide, big sweep, whoosh, and draw it back and bring it in. And big scoop, whoosh, and draw it back in. Scoop, reach, shoosh. And this is another medicine move for the shoulder, especially if it's got junked up. You can really take it as wide and get quite expansive and dynamic with it. Really reaching to get those long stretches. Yoosh. Do one more. And then we'll try the other side. So for me, my left side is a little less smart, but we're gonna do it anyways. So big sweep, wrap it around, and come in. Big sweep. So you're just basically drawing circles, spiraling. Whoosh. Big reach. Just keeping the palm of the hand facing up. Exploring your range of motion. Do one more. Okay. And then just wiggle out your shoulders. Loose, 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 loose. Little flat forward and back. Okay. And then we'll do that the other way. So still serving rice, but instead of scooping forward like this, we're gonna go wide. So with the right hand, it scoops and goes whoosh. And don't, like, I know when I was first learning this, I was like, my mind could not catch it. And don't worry, your mind isn't supposed to catch it. It's not for your mind, it's for your body. And if you just sort of let your body do it, your body will do it. Wrapping wide, we're scooping, lifting wide, whoosh, and coming in. Yeah, almost like this infinity spiral with the arm. Mhm. And then release that, and we'll take it on the other side. So scooping wide, whoosh. You can make some sound effects. Why not? I'm like always sort of bouncing side to side. My hips are back. My heart is high. Yeah, whoosh. Wrap it. Do maybe one or two more. Hmm. And then release that and just juice out the shoulders, juice out the ribs. And we'll take that little spiral hand one more time, little jazz hands. And again, it's not shaking. We're we're rotating, boop, 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 boop. And this is just going to reorganize any holding patterns we've established in our arms and our wrists and our hands, and our shoulders. Yeah. Go as fast as you can. Yeah, and it should, for me at least, it's fairly exhausting, and you realize how like kind of junked up this zone is, and how much energy is like maybe stuck. And our hands and our arms are really an extension of our heart, and so freeing this space up is important. You shoo, 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 a little bit more, a little bit more. And then again, we'll bring the hands and just experience the energy. Feel it move between your hands and widen it. And then close it. And then widen it. Kind of like you're pulling taffy. And then close it. And then we'll act like a magician. Okay, so invoke your inner magician, magic player, and start to move energy. So there is no rule. The arms are, you can imagine, there's substance, energetic sparkle ahead of you, behind you, above you. And we're just sort of playing with it as though it was like Play-Doh. And you could move it, shape it, form it. You might scoop it in and push it out, right? Rinse it like a wave, serpentine sway. And just letting the arms be an extension of the energy moving through you, around you, above you. Doesn't matter what it looks like, doesn't matter how it goes, just moving to feel. Yeah, really invoking that inner magician is kind of my vibe here. Like, whoosh, magical. Starting to get that a little bit more contained, almost like you have a ball of energy and you're just sort of bouncing it between the hands, side to side. And then find some stillness. Mhm. We'll take the left hand and catch your right wrist, like you're holding it. And we're just gonna sit the hips back a little bit and start to pull the right arm over to the left. So just across yourself a little bit, and you'll feel that beautiful stretch into the back, into the side ribs, and feeling the shoulder blade expand on the back. And then release that and switch sides. Right hand catches left wrist. Gonna sit your hips. And then just draw your left arm over to the right, using the right arm pull, just gentle, expanding space on the back of your ribs, back shoulder blade widening. And let's do that one more time. Right hand, left hand to right wrist, sit and reach it. We're sort of drawing across ourselves. This left hand is sort of pulling, just gentle, and release. And switch right hand to left wrist, drawing the left arm across you, reaching, and release. And just shoulders roll, mobilize. Hey, hover your heels, narrow them, and drop into a deep squat. Hands can walk forward, chin to chest, tick tock, lifting wide into the back of the heart. Lift your hips, then step your feet back and back, hands and feet. And just pulse this a couple of times as the heart draws forward, being intentional to push the mat away, staying wide through the shoulder blades versus collapsing, right? So push. Yeah. Lower the knees down to the mat. Untuck the toes, top of the feet link in. Use them to draw the hips back and then ripple yourself forward. Mhm. As the hips draw back, the knees press wide, you'll feel your butt light up, loom up, and then ripple forward. Take another one. Now, as you draw back, there's like a tug of war that can happen where the hips are pulling back and the hands are resisting down and drawing back towards the knees. So there's like an energetic pull of the hands down and back as the hips pull back. And you'll feel this like beautiful stretch into the delts and the latoid. Um, and just kind of pulsing that. It's nice. It's like you're pulling space into the side, into the back shoulder zone. Hmm. Take one more. Your right arm can thread underneath of the left, right side head to the mat. Option to keep your left hand right where it is. Option to wrap behind and touch the inner thigh. So you have that connection. Feel this left shoulder draw down and away from your ear. And lift the chin out of the throat. Take a couple of breaths. Unwind if you've wound yourself up. Left hand to the mat to press yourself up. Two hands to the mat, draw the hips back and rinse yourself out. Undulation, rippling through the spine. As the hips pull back, the belly feels long and taut. And as you ripple forward, there's this drawing in, chin to chest, and a widening through the back of the heart. Yeah, we'll come forward and we'll stay. Yeah, lift the chin out of the throat, slide the hips back just a little bit, and thread left arm underneath of the right. Lay the left side of your head down to the ground. Option to keep your right hand right where it is, supporting even an energetic sort of push of the ground down and away, gentle. Or you might lift your right hand, wrap it around the back. If it feels okay, catch the inside edge of your left thigh. Feel your right shoulder slide down and away from your ear, and tip the chin out of the neck. Lengthen the front of the neck. Mm. Unwind if you've wound yourself up. Right hand to the mat. Use it, press up. Hands to the mat. Take a couple of barrel rolls in one direction. Trying to get as wide and expansive through the circle of your ribs. Feeling yourself open, pressing into space. Switch your circle, couple the opposite way. Big rotations. Okay, we'll cross the ankles behind to sit back onto the seat, cross-legged position. Yeah, so pull your butt out from underneath of you, widen your seat. If you need a little pillow underneath of your butt or a block, you can take that. And we'll take the right hand to the left knee, left fingertips can just tent behind, like so. You're gonna use these fingers on the ground to prop yourself up, little push of the ground away, lift. And then use your right hand, resist into the knee a little bit to help facilitate a rotation of the ribs. Keep your chin between your chest, just spiraling through the ribs. Lift. If you want a little neck stretch, left ear can soften towards your left shoulder. Right shoulder can melt down and away from your ear. And lift the chin out of the throat to lengthen the front of the neck. Breathe. And then release. And we'll switch sides, left hand to right knee, right fingertips tent behind. You're going to use these fingertips, prop the heart up, prop up the spine. And then we'll use the left hand, resist into the knee to spin the ribs towards the right side. Chin can stay aligned between the chest. We're twisting with the ribs. Breathe into length, lifting yourself up nice and high and bright to the sky. Yeah, you might take your right ear, draw it towards right shoulder for left side neck stretch. Don't need to go to anything extreme, just moving to the place that we feel that gentle stretch, gentle extension. Yeah, lift the chin out of the throat, lengthen the neck. And then lifting the head back up through center, twist back. Okay, we'll take the hands, fingertips on either side of the cervical spine. And let your chin drop back so the flesh gets meaty in your hands. And then with your hands, just scoosh. So squishing the flesh between the fingers and the palm. Like this most beautiful massage to yourself. Like we could melt the tissues beneath our hands. So moving in a slow way, and you get to decide how much. I mean, the body really doesn't respond to force or like strong manipulation. It doesn't like that. So moving slow, moving with gentleness, moving with curiosity. Yeah, you can go even up into the occiput, letting your fingers sort of trace along the line of your skull. And just like that, gentle massaging down to the sides. You might go down to the trap, the shoulder neck connect. And we can support with the right hand on the right side of the neck. Let your right ear tip towards the right shoulder and focus on the left side. So just drawing nice long lines down the side of your neck. Little squishes. Just seeing what's under your hands, and then back neutral, switch. Left hand supports, left ear to left shoulder. Tipping the chin back to stay long through the neck and just focusing on the right side. Letting your hands be love note to your body, sliding, gentle squish, gentle pressure. And then just coming back and squish in the center, neutralize that. And then we'll just shake that off. Push, 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 push. Okay. Draw your chin into the chest and just let your chin roll along your chest a couple of times. Moving nice and slow, even moving, curling in, chin really wrapping in, broadening the back as you roll through the center. And as your chin kind of makes its way over to, for example, the left side, ear to shoulder. Lift the chin out of the neck a little bit and just feel the length and opening through the side neck. Yeah, finding balance, finding evenness, maybe one or two more, whatever is right. And then lifting yourself back through center, soft sway, letting the shoulders recalibrate, the neck recalibrate. Yeah, and then on the front of the neck, what I notice in a lot of people who are very strong is their neck is very strong and tight. And so just like you did on the back of your neck, just sort of use your hands, massage the front. It's such an interesting thing because we never really touch the front of the neck. It's almost like the boundary. But just noticing how strong and beautiful your neck is, letting it open, using your fingers to massage the tissues, lots of lymph up in here. On either side, just sort of wrapping down, feeling the lines in your neck, the muscles. hmm And even massaging into the collarbones, using your fingers, thumbs, whatever feels right. And we'll just walk the feet ahead of us and roll onto the back, finding your way back here to wrap this up. And again, we'll just let the head roll on the back of the skull from side to side a couple of times. Noticing range of motion. And coming back to a neutral center. Bring your hand to your heart, hand to your belly. And just landing here, staying for a few moments, let your body recalibrate, reorganize, repattern. And really just bringing our awareness into our body so we can see what's going on. We can feel underneath of our hands. We can feel with our ability to sense ourselves through movement. And when we bring awareness, we bring the touch of healing, the touch of change possibility. So any patterns that are not serving, we can light them up, lift them out, shift them out. Yo, yo, I hope this is a nourishing class. I hope it serves. I love you. I love you. Yeah. Let me know how it feels in your body. Let me know how it felt to touch the front of your neck, you know, and mine is all lit up red now, but it's good, bring energy there. So often, like, because our necks are very strong, right? And so often there's like so much tension and like either hiding or like strong grip tension and just softening that, even just holding your neck I'm a big fan of just holding your neck, especially lying down. It's so supportive. It's so loving. So yeah, let me know how this felt and what else you need, and I will see you soon. Peace.